Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silverstacker. Today's date is the 8th of July, 2025, and in this video, I gotta thank Wayne for sending me an email about, well, the Morgan and Peace dollars, how they're on sale over there at some of the online bullion dealers. Now, before any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you like. I'm trying to reach a bazillion subs over here. It's a really big number. Not sure exactly how big it is, but I'm pretty sure it's ginormous. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. Try that at home. Now let's bounce over here to moneymetals.com so I can show you those live spot prices. Maybe someday. Someday soon. Yeah, there we go. So gold is down 880 to 33.39.40. Silver's flat at 36.96. Palladium, platinum, kind of flat too. Platinum down 90 cents to 13.84.05, and palladium up 6.55 to 11.42.10. Dr. Copper, look at that, staying strong above that $5 threshold all week so far, and just last week as well. Yeah, up 2 pennies to 5.03 per pound. Over here, you're looking at it in stock, American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $6.69 for the quantity 1 through 39. They got you paying $43.64. Remember when it was $39 and change, like forever? That was incredible. So the buyback price, the sell to them, is $37.84, and that is definitely above the silver spot price, but not a whole lot of. Now, next up, the United States Mint, and there she is. She's still available, the American Silver Eagle, featuring the Army Privy Mark. Mintage limit, product limit, 100,000. And today, I think at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we're going to see new sales numbers that ended on, I think, what was it, the 5th of July, maybe the 6th of July. So that should be pretty interesting to see how many they've sold. And did they breach the 100,000 stated product limit? That would be interesting to find out. Now, here's the email. I wanted to thank Wayne again. Check this out. So this is Pinehurst. This is a screenshot of the Morgan silver dollar from 2025. Look at this check wire, 86.41. Price and payment method right there, Bitcoin or credit card, 88.14 at $89 flat. So you're probably wondering what's up with that, because if you go over here to the United States Mint's product schedule and you look at the July 10th release for the Morgan and Peace dollars, well, check these prices out. You're looking at $91, product limit 150,000, household order limit of 10. But how are they able to sell that for $89 and change? And I think I can show you here that in a second. I think they're not really worried about that. It's not a bad price, right? Check it out. Same for the Peace dollar, 150,000. Household order limit of 10, $91. So let's jump back over to here to Pinehurst Coins Online. And I had these. There we are. There's 24. No, I had 2025. Let me go back over here to do the Control F. There we go. So there's the pre-sale there, and there's the other ones. Here we go. So starting as low as 86.41 each for the Morgan and Peace silver dollars. Here we are. Let's go to the live page for the Morgan silver dollar, and you can see it's 2025 Morgan dollar out of Philadelphia. That's the mint state, right? That's the uncirculated version. And if we add that to the cart, I'll show you exactly what's going on here. So bingo. So here we are, check wire payment, credit card, PayPal, BitPay. I chose the most expensive option at $98.95, and this is the progress into free shipping. So, right, $199, you get free shipping, right? If I spend $119.95 more, bam, it'll fill this bar and I'll qualify for free shipping. All right, here we go. So check this out. So it's 86, 88, 89, 89. It's PayPal plus 3% or whatever. Shipping right there, subtotal. Bam. So that's probably how they're going to recoup some of their costs, I would imagine. You got shipping, there's taxes, and when you finally get out the door, it's probably $100 and change, I would think, including taxes, because you're already up to $98.95 there. And remember, the price was $91, right? So that's kind of interesting. Now, let's go to eBay and see what these are selling for, right? So here we are, eBay. I have here 2025 Peace dollar in OGP, original government packaging, and I have shipping and price lowest. And there you go. There's Pinehurst again at $89 with free delivery this time, direct from Pinehurst Coins, I believe, in North Carolina. I was mistaken thinking they were in Jersey, but that's all right. Sometimes mistakes happen. Mistakes were made. All right, look at this. This is from Modern Coin Mart, $89. Free delivery, same story, right? Not sure if these two have an affiliation, but they definitely are big-time sellers on eBay. Oh, and I would imagine they may not, well, have the eBay fees as much as like a regular, first level, first tier store, right? They might have like the maximum savings where they don't have 15% of their sales taken away by eBay. because they deal in such volume, I would imagine. But yeah, look at that 99 there, 99 there, 114. These are all raw, folks. These aren't even the ones. Look at that 129. And I got to ask the question, if these are already being, look, I'll show you here. Wait a second. I'll go mint state right quick. Peace dollar mint state. And there we go. 196 results for peace dollar in a mint state. These are the actual auctions. I'm going to go ahead and do buy it now instead of the auction. And there's 175. So mint state peace dollar in a 69 is 99.99. Mint state 99 here, and that's pretty typical. We see a 69 is basically going to hold the same value as a raw coin. So I would imagine if somebody busted it out, they probably get the same price. But look, it costs to grade this coin, right? So that's kind of wow. Here we go. Mint state 69, 119, 119. 154 for a 70. There you go. That broke the threshold from the 69 to 70. And we're at 154. There's a really cool one. CAC mint state 70. That's nice. But I got to show you more, a little bit deeper here in this story, because I found something over at PCGS about the Morgan and Peace, and particularly the Peace dollar. Not sure what I just did there. We're going to close that and go to the Morgan and Peace dollar reproductions. Are they reproductions? Are they commemoratives? I think they're commemoratives. That's what the Mint calls them, to commemorate. Right? All right, here we go. Let's keep on keeping on. We're going to go to 2025. There's Peace dollar. There's Morgan dollar from 2025. But check this out. Let's start at the Morgan dollar. All right, and let me just go ahead and focus this a little bit better. All right, 572 submitted so far. And out of those 572, 547 have been found to be mint state 70, and 25 of those bad boys are in a mint state 69. And clearly, this isn't going to be the total for the whole batch of 2025 Morgan and Peace dollars, but there's some interesting things that I needed to show you. So here we have advanced release. We have advanced release Emily Domstra flag right there, and then we have 2025 advanced release global coin Trump label, right? 40 of those. But look at this right here, just this regular Morgan, no fancy label names or anything. 25 submitted, 25 were in the 69. Yeah, what's up with that? Not sure. But there they are, 25 here. But it gets a little more interesting here. Look at this. Out of 370 submitted, 194, the Peace dollars, right, from 2025, are in a mint state 70. However, 176 folks are in a mint state 69. And what does that tell you? I don't know, but could they be condition rarity? Look at that, 176 here. Bam! Out of 100, I mean, it's just, that's wow, right? I mean, that's almost a 50-50 split. You don't know what you're going to get. And there's one label here for the Peace dollar. That's the advanced release. And like I said, there's going to be more of these particular coins. This isn't the final tally, so to speak, but it is definitely sizing up to be pretty interesting. 176 were in a mint state 69. It was a difference between the Morgan and Peace dollar. Not sure what's going on there, but could it be that the United States Mint didn't have the best strike on these Peace dollars from 2025? I mean, gosh, look at the ratio here. 572, 547, 25. Did they just send him a bad batch? Not sure what's going on with that. It really begs the question, what's going on there? Now, if you get some answers, let me know. And also, I need some questions for Emily Domstra, right? So I believe she's already said she's going to do an interview. It's going to be recorded, all right? And I would really love for you to send a question to sonofasilverstacker@gmail.com that you'd like to ask her. That would be kind of cool. Now let's go to the +1 action. Bingo! This is when sitting. Oh, yeah, we all do it. You know you do it. I do it, right? Sometimes you're like, ooh, unintentional, didn't mean it, sorry. Yeah, so consider 3 things when you're sinning, and you'll avoid sin. Above you is an all-seeing eye, an all-hearing ear, and a record of all your acts. Record all my acts. Wait a minute. Everything I do is written down? What? Man, I better snap out of it. Now let's bounce over here to 39's Fine 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, look at that. This is OMD, Electricity. And this is probably one of the first synth pop songs ever invented. And it inspired bands like Erasure, Depeche Mode, Yaz, Duran Duran, and other bands that were into electronic music back in the day. So this is from May 1979, OMD, Electricity. Hope you dig it as much as I do. See them in concert. They are wicked awesome. Now, with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, most of the channel, it's absolutely free. Now, what's not free, all right, is the membership. It's $1.99 a month. Yeah, it's like 6 cents a video over a term of like 30 days. Not too much. 6.6 cents per video. And if you're here every day watching these videos, starting your day fresh with the son of a silver stacker, I'd appreciate it. Now y'all have a great rest of your day. Stacker out.